President Biden doubling down on safety this week following the failed assassination of former President Donald Trump. He is now ordering protection for the third presidential candidate, independent frontrunner Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Mr. Biden has resisted giving RFK Secret Service protection for a while now, as he's only legally required to provide protection to the two major party president and vice presidential candidates. RFK Jr., who has seen security threats recently, has been paying for private security. Kennedy's thanked the president for the extension of the protection for him as well. And every moment leading up to and during the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump is being scrutinized, as it should be, to determine how the gunman, Thomas Matthew Crooks, was able to fire several shots, grazing Mr. Trump's ear before he was killed. The FBI says its investigation is still in the early stages, and we know Congress has already called a briefing with the director, Kimberly Cheadle, that's scheduled for Monday. Well, joining me now is Kenneth Valentine. He's a former Secret Service special agent in charge, serving under some 3 presidents. Good morning. You've called this a failure with the Secret Service. So many others have as well. How come?
Well, I think anytime you're the protectee that you've been sworn to take care of and ensure the safety of leaves an event bleeding from a gunshot wound, you need to take ownership of that. The Secret Service enjoys the privilege of this mission, and when you don't carry out that mission to the fullest extent, then I think you clearly have that ownership. And I was glad to see that Kim Cheadle, the director of the Secret Service, and a friend of mine, took ownership of that the other day, and rightfully so. So Secret Service is a very collaborative agency, and we partner with state, federal, local law enforcement to effect a security plan. There are no 2 security plans that have ever been identically the same, and that's why I think this investigation is so important. A lot of armchair quarterbacks think they've already figured out exactly what all the security failings were, and I would caution against that. I think the outcome clearly included failings, and I'm glad to see us take ownership of that. But exactly what those were kind of depends upon the security architecture that was put in place, the protocols following the methodology. And so we'll see as the investigation is revealed exactly what those failings were.
Yes.
But at the same time, I would say that, you saw the Secret Service agents that surrounded President Trump, those that are assigned to him on a daily basis, did exactly what we're trained to do. They jumped as bullets were coming, jumped in front of all of that, got him down. Their job is to cover and evacuate, and they did exactly that. Very proud of their reaction.
Yes, and Trump has praised them for their actions after the bullets started flying. It seems like the preparation and the surveying the area ahead of time and all that, to how the gunman could have gotten on that rooftop. I just want to go back to what we were mentioning at the very top. We saw this play out on Saturday night, and then learning, many people didn't realize that RFK Jr. did not even have Secret Service protection. He was having to hire his own security. And we mentioned at the top about President Biden directing this. Who is it that actually puts this Secret Service protection into place?
I think anyone can request that, that's in that sort of arena. But if I'm not mistaken, it's actually a consortium of Capitol Hill senators and congressmen and the Secretary of DHS that actually makes that decision on whether to provide Secret Service protection for anyone who's requesting it.
Yes, just wanted to make sure we had that right. Well, we are going to keep the microscope lens on this very closely. Kenneth Valentine, thanks for your time today.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.